Okay, everybody. So the dough has been resting and somewhat rising. I don't know how well it's supposed to rise, but it's developed now. So let's make the dough. Pizza, that is. Gonna need some flour. Press it out. I'm not gonna over knead it because it's getting too glutinous to stretch out. So I'm just gonna do this. Put some flour on it. Using the weight of the dough itself to spread is what I'm doing. I'm probably going to use a rolling pin anytime now. I'm not going to do the spin thing because I'm not going to do it. I'm pulling and stretching. Stretch a little. Pretty sure I need some more flour. And right on the side there. Flour my hand only. Turn it over. I'm going to use a rolling pin, I think. I'm not sure. Well, I'm just going to keep on pinching and spreading. How's that? Trying to keep it a little traditional, I guess, but who knows what I'm doing here. Keeping it kind of round. I got some thin spots, so I gotta be careful. I'm gonna flour my hand like this. That way, I think I'm gonna turn it over because the bottom is sticking a little. Sticking quite a bit actually. Okay, I am gonna get the rolling pin out. I like my French roll because it's tapered. You can rock it and control it nicer. Yeah, the rolling pin looks pretty good. Maybe I should have started with this. The bottom still seems fine. I'll lift it to let it reset itself. If you let it, if you don't allow that, it just shrink back once you lift it later on. So I'm trying to see where it settles at, and then I'm going to roll it again, massage it out a little. This is going to be a thin crust. It's going to be around 30 centimeters. This board's around 30-ish. So, let's see how this goes. Still sticking. I seriously flour this side. I'm not sure how good I'm at this. Haha. Let's hope it's edible later. Okay, I'm gonna leave it like that. I happen to have some durum flour. which is kind of grainy. And that's going to prevent from sticking later on, hopefully. I need a measuring thing. This is durum flour to make pasta with. Like that. And I think I'm going to attempt to flip it over. It's definitely sticking a little. Here goes nothing. Voila. That looks pretty good. Now with the durum flour underneath, it doesn't stick as much. So I'm going to use a little more here. Sprinkle her over. Sprinkle her on. Not really round, but it is what it is. I'm a little worried about my thin spot there. Let me see what happens later. I'll try to squish it a little together with some dough here. Massage it together a little. Hide that thin spot. Alrighty. I put it on the board, see if I can do that. That's good. Nice. So, lift a little. I think I'm going to sprinkle some more. There. That looks pretty good there. Make another attempt with this. So this is kind of a medium-ish pizza, I guess. Definitely not huge. Okay, slidable. So I'm going to limit my pizza size to the size of my board because otherwise it falls over. So I guess I'll never have a pizza bigger than this board. I could have bought a bigger one, but I think the bigger pizza thing is too big for me. So I would just go with this. Some more there. Okay, stop playing and see how this is going to work. Right. Tomato sauce first. Well, now I think I've got too much. Is what it is. Let's just go. One. Spread it. Yep, too much. So I'll have leftover. I got maybe a good two tablespoons or more. Close to the edge, I guess. My board is still heating up. It's not quite there yet, but the pizza stone is in there. Should go right to the edge or not? Why not? Let's get some more on here. Actually, I haven't tasted it yet. Let's try it. Not bad. It's just a hint of that pepper I put in there earlier. Yeah, It just kind of kicks in the very, very end, which is pretty good. Okay, enough playing. I guess I'll leave it at that. So, what do I do first? I think I do mushrooms. Should I do mushrooms or not? I'll do mushrooms. One layer only. Oh, there's the oven. That's good. I'll use my leftover mushrooms later tonight for my dinner. So that's pretty good there. And I'm going to put onions next. Very little bit of onion. I'm not an onion person, but hopefully it gets cooked. Dun, dun, dun. All right, how's that? Bit of this, bit of that. Okay, next layer. I'm gonna tear up my cheese, put a bits here and there. This is a provolone. Bits here and there. Originally I had 3 slices, but I'm only used 2 because that pizza's not as big as I thought it was going to be, which is fine. Very neutral cheese, so I hope it'll stretch around when it cooks. Next, the salami. This sausage on steak is so delicious. So good. There we are. Next, I put some goat's cheese. Not very much. Probably just a sprinkle, a quarter cup at the very most. Just dab it on, however you like it. Not very much at all. I put in between the other stuff. It's a bit of taste here and there, so every bite's gonna be a little different, kind of. Okay, there we go. Last bit of it is Parmesan cheese. Everybody knows this song, In the Mood. Parmesan is so good. Okay, there we are. I'll just put it all on. See how it goes. It's all gonna melt. All right. So there it is. I think I can still slide it off. Good. So the trick is the oven. And here it goes. Let's move out of the way. There it is. You can see that, all nicely covered. And voila! I'm going to put it on for 12 minutes and we'll see what happens from there. So it's been 10 minutes and I think the pizza is pretty much ready. Have a look in there if you can. Looks pretty good. And we'll see from here now. I'll take it out. Right, so I'm just gonna let this rest. And the bottom is pretty crusty. Very nice. This has turned out really good. And there is durum flour that's keeping it from sticking and it's movable. Alright, so I'm probably gonna dig into this. And that's pizza day. See you next time, hopefully. Don't know what's gonna happen next. Ciao.